Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back here to another great day of autocross. Today we're here with P.I.T.L once again. Today is my race 4 out of 8, so I just have to attend one more event after this to basically qualify for the points and the standings to like secure myself in, and then afterwards we have to worry about actually scoring more points and getting better. Now, how's P.I.T.L going? P.I.T.L's going pretty freaking great if you ask me. We're in first place today. We're currently in first by quite a little bit, not many points, but if today, so there's kind of like a couple of math equations, I can't speak right now, but there's a couple little equations I had to make. So essentially, if there's a certain guy in a Prius, if he does not show up today, he is no longer a threat to me because he has to attend 5 events, and today's the 4th event, but if he doesn't come today, he won't be able to get 5 events in. Yes, that's how it works. You have to come to 5 events, today's the 4th event. If he doesn't make it today, then he only has 4 events to attend and he won't qualify for points. So that's how that works. But we're not going to bank on him not showing up. We're going to bank on me actually doing well and performing well, and that's how we're going to win this, because there's still other people we have to worry about, like Mike Birch, like my friend Manitha. I gotta ask him how to pronounce his name. Him, also Dimitri, he's a threat too. He came to last event, so he definitely has enough events to make points. Dimitri, I believe, placed 3rd last week, so he did drop a lot of points, which is kind of good for me. But Manitha has been 2nd place, I think, very, very consistently. So he's someone I still have to worry about. If he pulls off like a 1st place or something like that, he can definitely like kind of crawl his way back up, like 5 finish like a 4th or something like that. I'll lose a ton of points, and he can. So there's a lot of possibilities. I don't want to go crazy, but basically, if I come 1st place today and the Prius guy doesn't show up, there's a very good chance of me almost securing the championship this year, which is kind of insane. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx myself. I'm really superstitious like that. It's kind of weird. I wear the same stuff, and whenever I do well, I wear the same stuff or do the same thing that morning, and I'm kind of weird like that. But yeah, also in more fun news, instead of you know, crippling anxiety news, I got a new GoPro. I'm gonna try to show you guys quickly with like my one hand. So I got a GoPro 9. It's not the best GoPros, but I just wanted something newer because I was having a lot of issues with my GoPro 3, I think it is. I don't remember what my old GoPro was, but I had a lot of issues, like the play button kept messing up. Like I would have to keep pressing it a couple times to start, and sometimes it screwed me in actual races. For example, my go-karting video, I think it was race 5, it messed me up. I didn't get the actual race recorded because I didn't click it properly. Now, it was partially my fault as well because I didn't actually click. I should have looked at it, pressed the button, made sure it was recording, then put my helmet on. But if it was this thing, I would have pressed it once and it would have been fine. So there's that as well. That's kind of like an issue I have, but I got this one now, so hopefully it works well. Today's gonna be the 1st time using it, so hopefully we see an improvement or a little bit nicer quality of some sort. I also have my old GoPro just in case I don't understand how to use it or if I make a mistake of some sort, but my goal is to use this GoPro all day. So I don't want to talk anymore and waste everybody's more time. I'm gonna get the car ready, put my tires on, put my numbers on, cover some other stuff, and we'll be on our way. So let's jump into run number 1 and we'll see how we do. Let's do this today, boys. We can do it. I've got confidence. We can get this done. What? Yep. Correct. A hard brake. It's a hard brake at the end of the saw log, man. Tight after the saw log. Nice run.
Bluetooth establishes a runtime of 66.811 seconds.
The one where I put up my hand to go left.
cone.
That was nice though.
It has a runtime of 66.345 seconds,
64.
including one cone penalty.
Yeah, that was.
All right, so we just finished runs number 1 and 2. We're doing pretty good today. First run was a 66.8, I believe, and then the second run was a 66.3, but I hit a cone, so I would have hit a 64. With that time though, 66.3, I'm currently first in B stock. We'll see how long that lasts. A lot of the quick guys today are their first run, they got a DNF, or their second runs, kind of, because one guy, Mike, had marshalling first, so he only got 1 run, but he DNF'd, so we'll see how it goes. Usually he does quite well, usually he's right on top of me, so we'll have to worry about him later. There's a couple other people too, like the guy in the Prius, the guy Nick, I believe his name is, also Manitha in the TC, he's usually right there with me, and also there's another guy here with a Subaru Impreza, like not like the WREC STI wagon, like the one after that, like the more family one that does. I don't think they come in a WRX that model, but that gen there, he's in that completely stock, just with I think RH71. So he looks like he's a pretty competent driver. So we're gonna have to worry about him maybe a little later on, not sure, but right now he's running pretty slow times. And the Prius, I think Manitha has a pretty slow time, and Mike in his Mazda has a DNF. It's not a good indicator of what today is going to come out. It's only the second run. I think after the third, possibly fourth run is when we'll really see who's shining. Dimitri in the Fit didn't show up, so that's one less person I need to worry about. I guess that's kind of good, but I definitely have enough competition than I need. So we'll see how that goes. I feel really confident. The car feels great. I definitely think a 62 or a high 62 is definitely possible in the car, because I ran a 64 with a cone, but with a really bad like drive too. Like I was sliding, I was understeering a lot, so I think if I clean it up a bit and drive a little better, don't hit any cones, I think a high 62 is definitely possible. I think that's going to be needed to win the class, because if I'm able to run pretty much kind of like, if I'm like, I guess we would say projected to run a time like that, I feel like everybody else is going to be really close to it. I don't know how important the weight, well, I did say, I do think weight is pretty important here, but I don't know how important it's going to be for the Prius. So that's kind of the big thing. I don't know how much that electric motor is going to help him. I'm not sure, or even her, because it's a dual driven car today. I think it's a couple driving it, so I don't know how well they're going to be able to drive it, so I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. It's only the second run of the day. I'm gonna have to marshal after this, so I thought this was a good time to do a little recap, and I'll do a little bit of recap after run 4, and then we'll see how it goes after run 5. But hopefully run 5 I know if I won or not, but we won't know, because we'll see. I don't know, and now I'm rambling, but let's go to run number 3. It'll be like 2 seconds for you, but it's gonna be like about an hour for me. But let's go run number 3.
Oh,
I hit that cone.
No wax on, wax off in autocross. You learn by doing it.
Alright, it's recording. Run 4. I don't know if this is working or not. Yep.
Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. So this is my 5th and final run. I know I didn't say anything before about like what's going on, but so I was in first, and then Mike ran a pretty good. So I ran my 64.9, whichever what it was. Mike went out, ran a 64.4, which I was like, all right, I just gotta do a little bit better than him. And then Manitha, out of absolutely nowhere, runs a 64.3. So I gotta run a pretty crazy time. I think since I have no one in the passenger seat, it might save me some weight, especially in such a light car. I'm not sure. I'm not a, you know, scientist, but we'll see. I think I can do it. I ran a 63.7 before, but I guess I went off course. I'm not sure how that worked, but yeah, I think it's in the car. I think I can do it. Just I gotta show up. So let's see how we can do.
All right, so I usually don't do any overcom or voiceover during autocross, but this I felt was a little bit necessary. At this point, I was absolutely petrified. I don't know if you can tell my voice from the little clip I had from before, but to say I was nervous was an absolute understatement. So I don't want to talk too long, but just so you know, this was like all or nothing. I kind of felt that if I didn't do it right now, the season was over, which, as you'll see later on in the series, it wasn't over. It was not over by even a little bit. But this is probably the Sports Center turning point, if you ever know that. Like, this was the turning point of the day. Probably one of the craziest things I've ever done, and it was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had. So you probably can hear it in my voice already, the emotions. But yeah, so let's just enjoy this little clip here and have some fun. Alright, so we just finished my 5th run, and I think, if I'm sure, this is obviously in the past, or in the future, or whatever. This is previous before I edited, so I think I'm going to cut it right from my last time, just so I can give you a little bit of suspense, because I'm not going to tell you exactly what I got yet. But let me tell you something, I'm going to play the clip right now.
Blue Fuse to Bellies has a run time of 62.2.
Let's go! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! And as you can see, I got a 62.2, so that puts me like 2 seconds ahead of everybody, which is absolutely incredible. I can't believe I pulled that out of my I can't believe it. Like, I literally pushed the car as hard as I could to see how fast I can go. I almost ran a 61, which is like BRZ, like A mod B. Oh my god, that's loud. That's like A mod BRZ like times, which is absolutely insane. Almost that times, right? Like, I know a couple guys running like 61.5s and stuff like that with their A mods, which is insane. Like, I can't believe I even got close to that. I was beating like guys, like I was punching way over my weight. I can't believe what I was able to pull off today. Like, honestly, like I can't believe it. Like, I'm so excited. This puts me at 39 points in the series. If I get one more win, which is the next event, I don't know when that event is, I'll be at 49 points, and that more or less basically clinches me for first place, which is actually kind of insane. I've taken a lot of points away from a lot of people. Turns out the Prius wasn't as much of a threat as I thought, which I guess is whatever, but Mike is still a threat. Manitha pulls out to be a threat too sometimes, so I gotta worry about him, even though I usually am about 2 seconds quicker than him. That was like a run I absolutely had to send. I cannot stop talking about how fast that was. and how crazy I was going afterwards. I probably had to cut out quite a bit from that clip because I probably swore just a little too much, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal. But I'm absolutely hyped. I'm so happy how today's gone. I was down in the dumps thinking, holy I finished third, this and that. I was in third place for a little bit, which was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was in first all day, and then I was like, oh, I'm in third. But I guess I needed a little bit of fire just to make me set a proper run. For example, all day in that high-speed straight to the left, where you're going to like the slalom-ish area, I was braking quite a bit the whole day, and then the last run I was like, F it, I'm just gonna tap the brakes a little and just go. And that's exactly what I did, and I carried way more speed than I thought that car possibly could have. So right there shows you the car has way more in it. I think the car has a mid 61, 100% mid 61. I just can't do it yet. I don't think I have the driver mod yet. I have a pretty decent driver mod. I think I'm a decent driver. I can do things. I'm beating a lot of people here, guys who are, you know, professional half drivers, guys who have 20 years experience, guys who have like more power, cars like that. So we'll see. I didn't think I was able to go that fast. I was really nervous. I thought, okay, we'll just try to get like a 64.0, right? And I was able to get a 62.2. I can't believe I'm still saying that. And I'm really happy on how this event went. I was actually supposed to go go-karting after this to Goodwood, but I actually have a race banked, so I don't actually have to go today. I have to go to the last race for sure, but I have a race banked, and I'm kind of getting a headache, so I'm probably gonna go home not feeling the greatest. Especially before that one, I wasn't feeling good. I had a little bit of adrenaline, so my headache went a little bit away, but right now, since I'm calmed down a little bit, I'm a little bit fine. But yeah, so I'm just super uber excited about how today has gone, and I'm probably gonna go home and just be happy all day. I have family from Italy coming over, so probably gonna talk to them, hang out. But yeah, so I'm pretty hyped about that, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and let's get this dub next time. We can get this championship. Let's do it, boys.